if I can find a place for the camera here to talk to you guys. But I totally forgot to bring the mic. So I have no idea what the audio sounds like right now for you guys, but hopefully you can hear me okay. If not, I'll just have to reshoot this at the house with the mic where you can actually hear me. Find somewhere to set this on. Oh man. Man, we were out here on an awesome just adventure day with my wife and I and our dog Rio. We absolutely love getting out here in Puerto Vallarta, just explore just all these amazing little beaches and coves around here. It's so amazing just the Bay of Banderas to see how all around the bay, all these beaches are a little bit different. Some beaches are small, some are big. Some have amazing coral and rocks around to explore. Others just go deep really fast. Others are great for surfing. So just amazing surroundings here to try different sports depending where you're at in the bay. But for us, my wife and I, we absolutely love paddleboarding. We've been doing it now for probably about 5 months and we absolutely love it. So today I just want to give you guys just 3 reasons of why we personally love paddleboarding and why we chose to do this sport with our friends here in Puerto Vallarta. So one of the first reasons why we love paddleboarding so much is just its convenience. It is so easy to pick up your paddleboard, to load it up on top of your car, just strap it down and you're on your way. You throw your paddles in the back, your leash in the back of your car and you're ready. That's all you need. All you need is your paddle, your leash, and your paddleboard, and then you're ready to go and hit the road and find some amazing spots to explore out in the ocean. So the second thing we absolutely love about the paddleboard is just how easy it is to learn. We've only been doing it for about 5 months, like I said, but we already feel super comfortable. We can go out in some more choppy water now and stand up and paddle around and not feel like we're gonna fall. For us, we actually bought some wider boards. They're actually 36-inch wide boards. So because of that, they are also more stable. But I'll make another video for you guys on a different day, describing different type of boards we got and why we purchased the boards that we did. We've even taken some of our friends out in the water for the very first time, and with one day, they've been able to conquer the paddleboarding, stand up, and enjoy their time out in the water. So anybody can do it, your grandma can do it, you can do it, your kids can do it, anybody can do it. It's a great sport to try. And lastly, the third thing we love about paddleboarding is just how you can go explore all these small little coves and nooks and crannies in the ocean and the water that are inaccessible for boats. But you can go in these shallow areas and paddle around and look at the amazing scenery below your feet with the fish, the coral, whatever it is, and just go places where boats can't go. And we absolutely love that. We love how we can go back and explore these places that are usually inaccessible by boats. So I hope you guys enjoy those 3 things. My wife is actually currently out in the ocean trying to chase down some whales. We actually saw some whales coming out here to this little beach today. And so she went back out to try to see if she can find them again and see if she can get close to one. So who knows what she'll find. She just made it back. I think she found some whales. So I think she can tell you guys what else she found out there.
Hi! So we just went paddleboarding and it's February in Vallarta, which means that it is in the middle of whale season, which means all the whales from north come into our bay and it's super deep and the water's perfect. So that's where they have their calves and then they find their lovers and they mate. So as we paddleboard, we can see like humpbacks like slap their tails, and then today I saw one like completely jump out of the water, which is super cool. So we've seen some whales when we paddleboard. So today we came to the shore. That's where we are right now. So we came to shore and then I'm just sort of looking out way over there, probably like 2 miles out. We're like, oh look, there's whales, like the snouts and the thing. And then all of a sudden, like right where we were paddleboarding in, we weren't there, but where we were, there was a whale and I freaked out. And so I grabbed my paddleboard, went into the water and was like chasing this whale. And so this guy like pointed me in the right direction. So I ended up keep going and following it probably about like half a mile out. And I was just going so hard, like my life depended on it. I ended up just like following this whale, keeping my distance because I didn't want the whale to think that I was like following it. So it wouldn't be, so I didn't want it to be afraid to like breach and get air. And so I kept my distance, but I was still watching it. And I thought he was like a giant dolphin or a baby, but I wasn't sure because my paddleboard is about 11, 12 feet. And then the whale was just a little bit bigger than that. And so I was like, okay, cool, like this is such a small one. So I followed it for about 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, a giant one, I'm assuming it was his mom, came right beside it. And like, it didn't breach, but its back went out, got air, and then it went down. So I'm thinking it was a blue whale. I have to look it up when we get back, but it was increíble. Oh my gosh, probably like the coolest moment of my life. So for about 10 minutes, I was just following this mom and her calf. I was probably about 30 feet away from them, but still, it was so cool. And then after a while, I didn't want to keep going further into the bay, and so I started coming back. And as I was coming back, there were these bubbles, like air bubbles, like 3 specific spots near my paddleboard, and I was like, oh my word, what is this? Are these more whales? And so I waited and I waited, but nothing ever happened to it, and I followed the bubbles for a while. But yeah, I mean, it was probably the coolest moment of my life, and I paddleboard just for whale watching. Not really, but I don't know, I'm stoked. Anything to add?
Sounds like a good story to me. What you doing, Rio? Sitting right by mommy's bag. We have made it back home after enjoying our time out in the water. Hope you guys had an awesome time following our adventure with us and got some tips of why we love paddleboards so much. I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video next week, and she'll see you guys then.